Hello everyone, I'm John, this is Sean.
Alright.
And this is Everyday Food Reviews, and today we've got Ichi Zen.
Yep, so Ichi Zen is a Japanese delivery place. I was going to say restaurant, but it's not a restaurant.
Nope.
They only do deliveries, and they only do deliveries on Deliveroo. It doesn't appear to be one of these sort of kitchens in the back of Frankie and Benny's, like a lot of the ones that you see that are delivery only on Deliveroo. It appears to actually be a genuine thing. They just don't have a restaurant or anything. But they say homemade Japanese cuisine, which is cool. So what did you get?
I got yakiniku donbori.
Yes, you did.
Wow, well remembered, John.
Nice.
And a side of sweet chili and mayo tebasaki.
Yeah. So the donbori is a main, and that was £10.
Try and get. I'm gonna. You know, I don't want the camera to miss this.
Slices of fried bavette steak, which we've looked up, and that's just flank steak, marinated in yakiniku sauce. And the other thing is chicken wings. Is that right? Chicken wings with mayo?
Sweet chili and mayo.
Yeah. Pressure cooked chicken wings, deep fried and marinated in sweet chili and mayo sauce. So that beef has some rice at the bottom there.
Yes.
So that's cool. I've got a 7-piece mixed sushi for $7.99. It's come in a plastic tray like this. I was a bit wary of getting 7 pieces of sushi for £8. That seemed a little bit pricey. But they're fairly big pieces there. Being conscious of showing the camera after some recent comments that we got. The thing is, without having a cameraman or a motorised head or a viewfinder to be able to see the camera while we're recording, it's going to be hard to pan it while we're recording. The other thing we could do is get a second camera and mount it up here, but that's just going to double or even triple my editing time. And obviously we'd need another camera and another tripod, so it's going to be more setting up and everything. So we're just making do at the moment. If we think of some convenient way of doing it, then we will do. Because people aren't wrong, it would improve things. And I've also got chicken nan ban, which is a side for £6. Japan's most popular chicken dish. 5 large pieces of deep fried chicken marinated in nanban sauce, which is sweet and sour, and that's served with original tartar sauce as well. So I think this egg sort of stuff is the tartar sauce, presumably.
Yeah, it looks more like an egg mayo.
Yeah, it smells like an egg mayo. It tastes like egg mayo. And that's come with a bit of salad there.
That yakiniku sauce is really nice and sweet.
That's the sauce on the beef.
Yeah, and a bit of the rice.
Oh, did we say the chicken wings were only £4 for a portion of 4? Yeah, this nanban sauce is nice. It is just like sweet and sour, but it's significantly more savoury than Chinese sweet and sour sauce
That's
I've had.
just like mine, yeah. The flank steak slices are quite good size as well. One. I've eaten about 3. There's another one. Good sizes. It's almost like it's quite a sweet teriyaki sauce, but it's not like overly sweet.
So this chicken's interesting. The coating unfortunately isn't very crispy, but it's tasty, and it's almost whoops. It's almost it tastes almost like it's been pickled.
Ooh. Do you want to dip your spoon in that, lad, and have a taste of mine? While you're there.
Do you want a taste of this chicken?
Ooh. Have a bit of steak as well. Go mad. my tongue. That chicken's really good. I'd say it's like a more savoury, sweet tasting than the egg. Well, the tartar sauce, as they call it. It's actually really nice, a really good accompaniment.
I'm not that fond. Like, I like the tartar sauce, this egg mayo seeming stuff, but I think I'd rather have something else there instead of it. It doesn't seem to.
Does not give you much.
Yeah, I'm not. In my mind, it just doesn't make sense. Like fried chicken with egg mayo. Oh, it's nice. It just doesn't seem to make much sense. The steak's nice. I can't say anything you've not already said about it. To be honest,
It's like a subtly sweet teriyaki sauce in it with it on the rice and on sticky rice. And beef. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to nick any sushi off you.
okay.
But I will let you have a chicken wing as a gift.
Would you like a piece of sushi?
If you decide not to eat any towards the end, then I might have
I've got multiples of each thing. I could trade you another piece of chicken for a chicken wing if you.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, okay.
Pass me one of the Lucas seeds.
I'll grab another one of them. Have you got the lettuce?
Alright.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
I'm going to need a paper towel if I'm going to try it.
I'll get you one.
Well,
And almost like a vinaigrette on it as well, isn't there? That chicken.
yeah, that's what I mean with that. Having soaked into the coating, it tastes almost like it's pickled or something, which I don't dislike. It's just really unusual. So, the sushi. Excuse me. For the price of it, I would have expected to have, like, a tray like this with some actual pickled ginger in, and a pot of soy sauce and a pot of wasabi instead of these little disposable things. And the disposable pickled ginger.
They just remind me
sachet.
of like a Tesco meal deal then.
Exactly.
Which I feel definitely subtracts from it because it's fresh and homemade, and I'm guessing it's going to be really nice sushi. This is just a bit, I don't know, I guess it cheapens it a little bit in my eyes.
It's just a bit tacky.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because I don't associate sushi with being cheap.
No.
Or Japanese food in general, I don't associate it with being cheap. No. Fish is predominantly more expensive than, chicken or pork.
Yeah.
Seafood, when you're in a restaurant, it's always a bit more expensive. But, yeah, I just feel like a bit of tinfoil that could have come off that Bakewell tart for all we know, which is a shame, because I actually quite like this takeaway. I have eaten here before and I really liked it, but
I just thought if we're going to a Japanese place, I'm going to get sushi because I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I think I went to one in Liverpool that was served similarly, but that was quite a bit cheaper than this place. I've been to one in London.
Which is mad because it's in a city.
Yeah. I've been to one in London before we started doing videos, and that was a similar sort of price, but I feel like we spent a similar amount of money as we did today, but got more food, and then we had little pots.
Got more food in London?
Yeah. We had little pots of ginger and soy sauce and everything, so you could actually dip it in instead of these, like say, the Tesco meal deal little sachets and stuff.
Yeah. Sorry, what am I getting up for? I can't remember what I'm getting up for, sorry.
That's right. Are you alright, John?
Yeah, no, I think I went to go and get a paper towel.
So what I will say though, the pieces of salmon on here are nice and thick. See, with it all being in sachets, I feel like I'm sort of having to Well, like you say, treat it like a Tesco meal deal where I just put everything on and then eat it. Whereas if they were in little pots, I could enjoy it a bit more and dip things in.
Yeah, like there's a Chinese restaurant local to here, and when we order like the dim sum platter, comes in like a little plastic tub with a lid, so you can dip some of your dim sum into it.
All that being said, this tastes fresh and delicious, and that it's a decent size. Like these rolls and the nigiri, and even the cuts of salmon themselves are all a bit bigger and thicker.
Well, we've initially compared it to a Tesco meal deal sushi.
Oh yeah, this is about 3 times the.
I was going to say that's at least double the size of what their
California
Mackie.
rolls.
Oh yeah, sorry, the California rolls. That ones. Same as them. They're at least double the size of what the salmon nigiri or king prawn nigiri would be. So, and what I think the Tesco meal deal is £4, $3.99. And the sushi platter alone that you can get on it, I think, is like $3.50. Or it's usually the smaller ones in it. Actually, it's not the.
In the meal deal, it's the smaller ones. I think it's about £4 for one about this big.
But it's not in the meal deal, is it?
No.
And everything's smaller.
Yeah. Well, I think the tray.
There might be a few extra like rolls, like I say, Mackie rolls.
There's the little tiny Mackie rolls, yeah. But I think the tray is like this long and then about a third smaller. So really, it's in terms of the amount of food you get, it's not a lot less. It's not much more expensive than the Tesco one.
No.
Because if the Tesco one was this size, it'd probably be about £5 or £6.
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
£8.
Yeah. And you'd hope this was probably more definitely fresher than a Tesco meal deal. As much as the Tesco meal's probably only gone out that day or been made a day or two before, I'd be pretty confident that this has been made on the day.
How are the chicken wings?
They're amazing. It's almost like eating a savoury dessert. They're super sweet. The meat is super tender, and without any jokes being made, you could literally just suck it off the bone because it's that. It's
Do you want to
amazing.
try one of the rolls?
No, I'm alright.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll try a chicken wing though.
Oops, shit.
No, don't worry.
Swore as well. Not feeling on the ball today. Yeah, the meat is just falling off of this. Probably, yeah. But don't even need to dirty my fingers on it. Didn't even need that paper towel. Look how clean that bone is.
Just with your knife and fork?
Just with my knife and fork. That's it's not bad. There's a bit of salad there as well.
Yeah.
A token gesture in your case, but they don't know yet. Yeah, it's a really delicious bit of chicken.
I wouldn't go as far as say it's like even worthy to be called a chicken wing just because of how easy it is to go and literally just pull 2 bones apart.
And that's only £4 for the portion as well.
I think there was like 5 wings in here in total. I've had 3, there's 1 in there, and you've had 1?
What's it say you get? Yeah, it says you get 4. So, done alright there.
Maybe they felt 1 was like a little half wing.
So we ordered it. I ordered this at lunchtime and asked them to deliver it at 9 o'clock tonight because they're only open till about 9:30. And when I checked yesterday, it said estimated delivery time 90 to 120 minutes. So I thought, I'm not coming here today until 8:30. I'll ask them to deliver it at 9, and they were pretty much bang on time. So I would definitely recommend trying to plan your order in advance.
Yeah. They're only on Deliveroo, aren't they? Mm-hmm. As well. So that's good. It's one of the first options. Well, obviously we've not always had a great choice of delivery restaurants around here, near where I live. So it's a good start. Them wings are super sweet. Who'd have thought mayonnaise and sweet chili would go together really well?
It tastes better than the sum of its parts.
Yeah.
This sushi as well, I think it is fine. In fact, it is really nice. But it is just something to be said for the presentation. Even if it tasted the same with a separate tub with the ginger and soy sauce and stuff. I mean, I do feel like I didn't have quite enough ginger and quite enough soy sauce for the size of the portion. Because I mean, that thing of soy sauce is smaller than the one you get in the Tesco meal deals.
Yeah.
But I just feel like that could be improved, even if you needed to charge 20p more for it.
Yeah.
You know, just charge that 20p more, and it would just improve. Even though, like, eating it in terms of taste, it might not make a massive difference. Overall, it would make a big difference to the experience. I'd just be a lot happier having paid this much for this food, even though practically it's not making a big difference.
Yeah. See, now I've got friends who now live in Bedford, but before that they lived in Ealing in London. And it was dead easy for them to order sushi and eat in their thing. And I think sometimes, especially where we live, it's not always that common.
No.
Maybe it's a regional thing, I don't know, or maybe like people in the region, eat less sushi than other parts of the country. But I'm really impressed that this is here. But like I said, unfortunately, it does just cheapen it a little bit. And if you are a regular eater of Japanese food and sushi, then it's going to be typically a bit more expensive. So I agree with you. I think 20p extra for maybe some proper plastic tubs, and it just, like you say, make the experience a whole lot better. Yeah. And I think, if anything, that's us being picky.
Yeah, I mean, they've given us these little plastic leaf things. Places I've been to before, they'll put you like a massive scoop of wasabi on one of them and fold it over, and and they put that in there. And I don't know how that would compare to buying these individual sachets, but that'd be nicer.
Yeah.
Well, I could just scoop it out.
It's just that, yeah.
And again, I've had like plastic tubs that size with lids on with the soy sauce in, and I've had the ginger just like spread around the thing. I don't think it would even cost any more necessarily.
No.
Certainly not much more, because I mean you still have to buy these like plastic fish things, and I can't imagine buying a bunch of them will be much cheaper than buying a bunch of disposable pots and then a bucket of soy sauce.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
No,
but that's the only thing I could criticise it on. Everything else is great.
Yeah, like I said, it might sound like we're just being picky, but there's not much else we can criticise.
No.
So in some ways, it's really positive, and it's just a couple of little niggles that they might change.
Again, it's not even a criticism as much as it's feedback. If they see this video, I'd like them to see that and take it on board and think it's a first impression. When you're taking everything out the bag, the first thing you see is the thing with the clear lid, and you see that it's got the little Tesco sushi things in there, and you think, it's just a bit deflating. But
did you feel initially disappointed when you first saw it?
Yeah, I felt like it had sort of coloured my view of everything, and I was just telling myself, just keep an open mind, ignore that fact.
And luckily it tastes good enough to redeem itself.
Yeah, definitely.
That's good. So the food speaks for itself, it's just the little details, like you say, that changes the experience a little bit. Well, no. I think on that note, it might be time to wrap up and... Hey, wrap. Sushi.
I'd recommend them.
Yeah. So they're in. They're in Sankey.
They are. So I'm not sure what the delivery radius is, but they deliver to here. They don't deliver to my house in Liverpool.
No.
I'd imagine they'd cover most of Warrington.
Yeah.
But you can't pick up. It's only delivery,
Yeah.
and the delivery is $3.99.
That's the only thing. So yeah, some shame that with delivery, but no. On that note, I think it's time to end. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Cheers.